go to Netflix and watch the movie called Don't Look Up. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio. It is an extremely well made satire on contemporary society. And as I wrote on Twitter earlier today, I was laughing throughout, not because it was funny, but because it was so true. Like I was laughing like a maniac because it was like looking in a mirror. It was showing me the state that I am in. It was showing me the state that all of us are in, thanks to the world going completely crazy. And it gave me some thoughts that I thought I could discuss with Leonardo DiCaprio. Meryl Streep is also in it. Yes, Taranga. She is also in it, and she's amazing as usual, of course. But she kind of plays a female Trump, so she's also very disgusting in it. But it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. We have this idea. There's this idea called toxic positivity, whereby people are unwilling to look at dangerous things because they make them feel bad, so they keep focusing on positive, being positive. And this toxic positivity has seeped into many aspects of society. There are state governments which are launching courses on happiness in a world where people have died because of lack of oxygen in hospitals as a result of a global pandemic. We are expected to be happy in such times. I understand that being happy is good, but the central message of "Don't Look Up," even in the title, "Don't Look Up," is that I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone, but the general idea is that there's a comet coming towards Earth to destroy it, and people are saying there's a comet coming to destroy Earth, right? And the toxic positivity brigade is saying, "Don't look up." They just want you to be afraid. Some things you should be afraid of. That is the whole point. It's an excellent satire on society. I have a few notes that I jotted down here. It is about it's about reality TV. It's about media which has no sense of priorities as to what is important and what is not. It's about it's about ignorance. It's about fake news. It's about all kinds of fakery. uh, it gets a lot of things right, and I really don't understand why some people have been giving it bad reviews. I think it's an excellent film. It's something that has the flavor of our times, let's just put it that way. Everyone should watch it. The thought that I had while watching it, or rather after watching it, was that how we kind of, when we talk about galactic civilizations, when we talk about intelligent life outside of Earth, or rather beyond Earth, somewhere elsewhere in the universe. And I started this live stream with the James Webb, with a talk of the James Webb Space Telescope also. But when we talk about uh, galactic intelligence level civilizations, we sometimes talk about the great filters, right? Stages that every civilization must get past in order to be one step closer to the status of a galactic civilization. Now, the problem is that we don't exactly know what those filters are going to be, because some time ago we thought that nuclear war was one such filter. We got past that. Everyone still has nuclear weapons, but we are not at a place where nations are at war with each other and trying to destroy each other uh, using nuclear weapons. I think that there is another filter that we don't often talk about. And I was talking with Gunduchi earlier today about it. And the that filter is kind of, don't laugh. That filter, I think, is reality TV. I think any civilization, I'm at least being half facetious, but think about it. Human beings have hardly ever been very good at telling the difference between fact and fiction. Religion is an example of it. We made up stories to convey ideas to each other, and then time passed and we thought that those stories depict reality. To this day we have people who say that that's not mythology, that's literal history. People used to fly in the sky, and fire used to come out of people's mouths and stuff like that. We have not been very good at telling the difference between what is a story and what is not a story. But we have also to live in the real world. We have also to deal with reality. If someone told himself a story that he is invincible and that tigers cannot eat him, and he walked into a cave full of tigers, then that man will die. His belief in the story will not protect him. over time we have come to believe in a collective story which is kind of which has to do with human invincibility. Like, we are the dominant species on this planet, we cannot be killed, we control everything, we are increasingly more and more getting to a place where everything is within our reach. And that story has some damaging effects. One effect is, of course, that we think that even when there is a danger, nothing is going to happen to us. And reality TV, more than anything else, in my opinion, in modern times at least, has done nothing has done more than reality TV to make people incapable of telling the difference between fact and fiction. Think about what a massive cultural phenomenon it is. Think about all the big boss houses. Think about all the people who go in there and act, literally act and pretend to be someone else. And that comes across to people at home sending SMS votes as authentic. You go, girl, you go, boy, or whatever. Think about World Wrestling Federation once upon a time. Like, that was my generation's first interaction with reality TV. These were strong people. These were people who could handle a chair falling on their back, but the wrestling was largely fictitious. It was a narrative built. It was pre-decided कि इस मैच में ये जीतेगा, उस मैच में वो जीतेगा. The point is, reality TV as a cultural phenomenon is, I think, at the root of the fake news problem. I mean, the fake news problem obviously did not come from one source, but reality TV is a huge part of it, I think. And you will probably cry at the end of Don't Look Up also. I personally was relieved because in a situation like this, the only good, happy ending I can think of was the Earth getting destroyed and everyone going away forever. The Earth will be better off for it. Of course, that did not happen in this movie, but I don't want to spoil it.